bent soles of the feet on the floor, and your head's going to come all the way down to rest. Arms are going to reach by your sides, guys. Let your fingertips lengthen to the end of the mat. Nod your chin slightly to your chest and just allow your low back to sit in its natural curve state, so whatever that looks like in your body. Okay, and then let's just take a nice big breath in. Fill your lungs, your ribs, your belly. And as you exhale, can you contract your abdominals? So it's like you're pulling your tummy away from the waistband of your pants. And then you'll do that again. Nice big inhale, fill your tummy up. Let your belly press towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, pull your navel back towards your spine. You'll notice my low back isn't changing shape. And then inhale to fill. And then exhale to contract. Let everything pull in and back. Okay, guys? And then from here, I want you to lengthen your low back softly towards the floor. So it's a subtle press into my feet so my lumbar spine connects down into the mat. And then I'm going to curl my tailbone towards the floor, and I'm going to let my lumbar spine lift a little bit. So I'm actually in sort of a neutral state, okay, slightly extended. So basically a lying down supine, as we call it, cat-cow. And then lengthen your low back softly to the floor. And I want you to feel like you're wearing a belt around your low waist. And you're pulling that belt super tight. So you're contracting the belly while lengthening the low back. And then again, you'll find that release, soft, subtle curve in the lumbar spine. And then you're going to lengthen your low back softly down towards the floor. This time, stay here. Okay, so keep that low back connecting down to the floor. Take an inhale and sweep the arms towards the ceiling. Palms are going to face each other to start. Draw your palms together. Okay, so your hands are now one. And then notice the soft, subtle bend in your elbow. Let's keep that subtle bend. Okay, so try not to let one elbow bend and the other straighten. Okay, and we're going to take our arms as a unit over towards the left, letting the right shoulder lift up off of the mat, but the right hip stay down. And then exhale, press and come back through center. Let's take our arms over towards the now right. Notice my palms are together, haven't slipped one hand past the other. And then we're going to press and bring those arms back in. So soft and subtle thoracic rotation, okay, guys? Moving your upper mid back. And then come back through center. Take your arms over and then press. Exhale back through center. Allowing your arm bones to get heavy in their sockets as you take your arms over. And then press and come back. Let's do one more towards the right side. Your head will stay facing straight up to the sky. I'm just looking every now and again at you. And then draw your arms back through center. You'll pause. From here, separate your arms so they're shoulder distance apart. And then inhale them overhead. Allow that to flare your ribs and arc through your low back for a moment. So let it feel like a bit of a stretch. And from here, float those arms up. Allow your back and your ribs to come down in contact with your mat and then pause. Okay, so now my whole back is connected down towards the mat, including my lumbar spine, or including my low ribs, excuse me. And then inhale, keep that as you reach the arms overhead, take a breath. And then exhale, reach those arms up and now bring them all the way, press them towards your hips. Reaching through your fingertips so you feel the drop of your shoulders, connecting that into your center. Inhale the arms up. Don't let that back change position. Sweep them overhead. And then draw your arms up. Reach through your fingertips. Send your arms towards the end of your mat. One more time. Inhale, arms come up. Keeping that spine connected. And then as you exhale, press like you're pushing through liquid. Like you're really driving your arm bones down. Moving from the back of your shoulder. Good. And then from here, just rest the arms down to the floor. Take a breath in. Low back is now flexed, so keeping the low back ribs, the whole thing connected. You're going to press and lift your right leg up into a tabletop, knee over hip, shin parallel to the floor. Now moving from our hip, tap the toe down towards the mat, keep the spine down, and then draw that leg back up and in. Okay? Inhale, tap the toe away, create length in the front of your hip, and then exhale, pull that leg back up. Can you find your center here? Can you find your belly? Inhale, tap those toes away. Exhale, pull that leg back up. Good. We're going to do one more. Notice my knee isn't changing shape. It's just moving from the hip. And then we're going to exhale back up. Good. The next time you press your foot down, let's pause. Actively press into the right foot and now pull that left leg up into tabletop. Tighten the imaginary belt around your low waist as you tap the toes down towards the floor, and then drag and lift that leg back up. Good, guys. Send that toe down. It's a little tap. It's an opening of that hip, and then pull that leg back up through center. Can you find a little press down into your right foot so that you still feel connected into your low belly and anchored into that leg? Okay, and then tap down, and then lift up. This is going to be your last one. Press that leg away, and then drag and bring that leg up. Let's hold here. Breathe in. As you exhale, slowly float your other leg up. Really slowly. It's not in slow motion. This is actually how slow I'm moving. Pull that leg up to join. Both legs together. Now let's squeeze the inner thighs for a moment. Okay, so squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. From here, we're going to tap both toes towards the floor. Maybe they don't touch because the low back lifts up. That's fine. That's really as far as I could go. And then exhale, pull and bring the legs back up. My ribs are contained. My low tummy feels like that belt is pulling super tight. I send the toes away, and then I bring them back up. I'm shaking. You should be too. Okay? If you only go, say, about this far, and then you think to yourself, your back will lift, that's it. That's your range. And then pull those legs back up. Good, and then inhale, send those legs away, moving still from the hip, but now both legs working together. And then exhale, drag and pull those legs up. Nice, guys, you'll go again. Send those legs away, and then press and bring them up. Can you find more low belly, no low back? So even if you can keep your back down, but you feel the low back when the toes touch, pause there. Don't go that far. You don't have to touch all the way down. I just want you to find your center. So inhale. Think of pulling the pubic bone up the front of your body. And then exhale, come back up. Pause here. Drop those knees over your chest. Let your hips sway side to side. Allow that to release. Okay? And then place the soles of the feet down on the floor. Hip distance apart, hands behind the head. Interlace your fingers, run your thumbs down the nape of the neck, and then tip your elbows a little bit into your peripheral vision. Nothing crazy. They don't need to close around the face, but just a little. You guys know this from class. From here, take an inhale breath. As you exhale, lengthen through the spine and then curl and lift yourself up. I'm still in spinal flexion, so my back is still down. And then inhale back towards the floor. Low back stays connected. Exhale, curl and lift. Imagine your armpits reaching towards your hip bones as you curl up, connecting deeper into the belly. And then inhale, come on down. You got it, guys. And then exhale, curl and lift. And then lower back down. Good. Exhale, find your curl and find your lift. And come on back. This is going to be your last one. Exhale, curl up, lift up. Find that abdominal curl and then hold here. From here, 4 little pulses at the top. From that sternum, we curl up for 4. Pull the tummy back. Pull that imaginary belt tight. Let's go for 3. You have 2. Really tighten up on the tummy. Last one, lift up, hold and pause. Head gets really heavy. Right leg comes up into tabletop. We curl our upper body an inch. Tap the toes, lower the upper body. Press into the right foot, bring your left leg up, curl your upper body. As most of you know, when we were still up and live and practicing together, I was making things a little bit slower, so maybe getting a little bit more connected into those minor muscle groups. Nothing's changed. Tap down, and then curl and press and lift yourself up. And then tap down, and then exhale, curl. Good, we're going to do 1 more each side. Tighten up on that belt. Move from the hip, move from your center. Curl and lift, and then tap. Last one, guys, find your curl and lift. Hold here. Press that right leg slowly up to join. These should feel like a lot of work in your belly. Squeeze the legs together. 4 pulses. Let's go for 4. Really lead with that breastbone up. Let's go for 3. You have 2. And then your last one, curl and lift and hold at the top. Send the right toes away. Rotate, twist to the left. And then you're going to switch, rotate, twist to the right. And you're going to switch, we go side to side. Can you find your obliques? Little twist over and back. Think of right armpit to left inner thigh, left armpit to right inner thigh. Let's go side to side. We have 4. Belly is nice and firm. Let's go for 3. You've got 2. And then your last one should be on your left. Come back through center, pause. Lower your upper body, drop your knees over your chest, take an inhale. Exhale, curl and lift yourself up, reach your legs away, and then pull your legs back in. Press your legs away, lower the upper body, and then exhale, curl back in. Inhale, press away, and then exhale, curl back in. Nice, guys. Inhale, press away, exhale, curl back in. Last one. Inhale, press away, hold. Left leg rises, right leg lowers. We switch for 5. You go 4. Little external rotation for the legs is nice for 3. You've got 2 and 1. Both legs to the sky. Hug the knees, lower down, and release. Find a nice little sway, guys, side to side. That should feel pretty okay. All right, from here, soles of the feet come down. Arms down by your sides. Take an inhale breath. And then take an exhale breath. Just release. Good. Let's extend the left leg to the sky. Let's extend the right leg to the sky. From here, my pant legs are different lengths. From here, we're going to cross right ankle over left. Interlace the fingers to catch the back of the head. Breathe in. As you exhale, curl and lift your upper body up. From here, maybe one hand, maybe both hands reach. Let's pulse up for 4. Let's go 3. You have 2 and 1. Switch the cross of your ankles. Let's pulse. We go up for 4. We have 3 and 2 and 1. Unravel the legs, hands behind the head. From here, reach that right leg all the way down towards the floor. 3 circles with your left thigh bone without moving your hips. We go 1, 2, and 3. Let's go the other way, guys. We go 1 and 2 and 3. Pause here. Hover that right leg up off of the mat. 4 pulses upper body for 4. You got it. 3. Let's go 2 and 1. That right leg comes up. Let's lengthen that left leg. 3 little circles with that right thigh bone in the hip socket. Don't let that left hip move. We go 2 and 1. Go the other way. We go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. Breathe in. Hover that left leg up. It can go as high as you'd like or as low. We pulse for 4. We go 3, 4, 2, and 1. Both legs to the sky. Hug your knees in and release. Nice job, guys. Find that little sway side to side. Okay, from here, extend those legs nice and long. Flex your feet. Okay? Reach your arms up and overhead. Find a nice big stretch. Lengthen from fingertips to toes. From here, those arms are going to float out. Soften the arm bones down towards the mat. Okay? Point your toes. Find length in your legs. I'm stuck here on my mat. And then flex your feet. We'll do that 2 more times. You're going to point the toes. Feel the tops of the legs get long. And then flex your feet. Feel the backs of the legs get long. 1 more time. Point the toes. Tops of the legs lengthen. And now flex the feet. And can you feel the backs of your legs? You can feel your hamstrings and maybe a little bit into your glutes. Reach your arms towards the sky. So you'll notice my shoulder lifted a bit off the mat. Okay, so I'm not reaching back, I'm reaching up. From here, take an inhale. Nod your chin to your chest. Begin to roll yourself up. Feel as though your arms are lifting you up, reaching you. Curl up, lift up, stack up. Send your arms towards the sky. Big breath in. Dive forward. Reach beyond the toes, not to the toes. So we're not going down. We're reaching forward. Let's find stretch for 3. Scoop the belly back. We go 2. Your final one, find that reach. Slowly bring your arms in line with your ears and then stack your spine up. Arms come wide, come all the way down. Nice, guys. Okay, from here, let's keep going, okay? So, my screen went black for some weird reason. I hope I still was recording. Who knows? Let's come down onto your right forearm. And you're going to come into this little clamshell shape, okay? Once you're here, take that top hand, bring it under your sideways, and lift yourself up. Okay, we love to kind of slouch here, so this is a perfect example of me slouching. I want to elevate, so push into that forearm and lift up so you feel really long. Ribs in, abs in, so you feel strong through your center. Let's open that top knee like a book and squeeze your side bum. So find your glutes, okay? And then come back down, and then find that squeeze and lift. As you all know, Michelle is a real killer for glute work, and I learned this next little diddly from her, so if you want to say thanks to her, you're more than welcome to. Okay, lifting that top leg from the glute, and then press back down. Good, and lifting from the glute, and then press back down. Last one, we're going to lift and pause. Extend your legs, so kick forward. We're going to bend, tap the feet, and then lower down. Good, we're going to lift and extend. I'm still nice and lifted through the side waist, and then tap and lower. We're going to lift and squeeze and extend. Good, and bend and tap, lift and squeeze. Can you really find that glute here? And then bend and lower. So we're just opening that top knee, extending that bottom part of the leg, and then bend and lower. So lift, extend, and bend. Let's do one more. Lower, press, and lift. Let's hold. Flex your foot. Make sure your thigh is parallel, okay? And then from here, draw that thigh bone back in towards the pelvis, not by slouching back, but just by connecting the leg into your center. You'll get more glute. Soften into that knee joint. We're going to pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Stay lifted in that side waist. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold. Lower that leg towards the floor, and then press and lift up. Lower that leg to the floor, and then press. Good. Soften into that knee joint. Feel less quad and more hamstring. You're going to lower and press and lift. Good. We're going to go down and up for 3. You should really feel this in the back of the bum now. Let's go for 2. And your last one, you'll press down. Let's pause. We pulse for 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweep that leg back. Make sure you don't get stuck on furniture like I just did. Okay, draw that leg back. I still always just touch it. I think I slide down my mat each time I move. And then pull that leg forward. Point your toes. Sweep that leg back. Okay, there's my couch again, and then draw it forward. As you move through these, guys, if it's uncomfortable through the neck, the shoulder, you can always come down onto your hand. Okay, that's totally fine, absolutely acceptable. The entire series we just did, you can do that as well. Have this shape instead. Okay, you're just going to be, a little bit lower. That's fine, and it's just less shoulder work. But if it's all in the neck and not in the shoulder, don't do it. Okay, and then press forward. And then pull back. Last one. Press forward. And then pull back so the legs in line with the hip. Let's hold little circles. Let's go 4, 3, 2, 1. Nothing's changed. I like to kill the glutes. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause here. Bend that top knee. Relax that top foot. Draw your leg to mirror your bottom. And then you're going to lift and lower for 4. That glute should be burning. Let's go for 3. Pretty spicy. Let's go for 2. Last one, lift and hold. Feet together. Final 4 pulses. Let's go 4. You got to do it on the other side. Let's go 3. Some more. Sandy's cursing my name. Let's go for 2. And then 1. Press that leg down. Whew. Okay, guys, let's just swivel around. Then we're just going to do the other side. Okay? So once you're here, I'm just going to touch my screen again because for some weird reason it went black that time. Not great. Okay? So once you're here, we're almost done. Okay? Forearm underneath you. You're going to lift up out of that side waist, or you're welcome to be here. Totally depends what you feel like. Okay? Once you're there, let's open that top knee like a book. Squeeze so you find your clamshell, and then lower that leg down. Good. And then lift and find that squeeze, and then lower. As you move through it, I want you to think that each time that leg lifts, comes from the bum, okay? It's not coming from the hip, so you always swing your legs back a little bit. If you're really tight in the hips, that usually gets right there into that glute, so go for it, okay? And then lift, and then lower, and squeeze up, and press down. Good. Carl probably won't make an appearance today. He's in the bedroom, so sorry for those of you who tuned in just to watch Carl perhaps sit on my lap during roll-ups or something. He's not available right now. And then lower. For those of you who's like, who's Carl? It's my dog. And then lower. And then lift. Good. Let's add those kicks. You're going to press out. And you're going to bend and clamshell. And lift up. And press. And then bend. and lower. Good. And lift and extend and then bend and lower. I know you're all like, oh, drat, this is such a long series. Here we go. Good. But lots of sitting these days, I find, our routines are totally out of whack. So it's good to get those strong glutes, supporting your low back and your pelvis, and lift and extend. Good. And bend and lower. I've rearranged my entire apartment to accommodate these classes. Good. And then down and up. I'm lucky to have space to do it. And lengthen 2 more times. We're going to lower and then lift and press. Good. Last one, lower, lift, and then press. Let's hold. Bring that leg parallel. Okay, so the foot's reaching away. Now draw that femur head in, and we're going to pulse down and up. Soften that knee joint. You're going to go down and up for 10 and 9 and 8. You got it, guys. Let's go 7 and 6. I'm smiling because it's burning, not because I'm having a great time. Just kidding, I'm having a great time. Let's go 3. Don't worry, I still haven't learned to count. Let's go 2. Last one, let's pause. We go 10. We have 9 and 8, 7. Let's go 6 for 5 and 4, 3 and 2 and 1. Hold here. Sweep that leg behind you. Really squeeze the glute, open the hip, and then flex that foot, pull it forward. Point your toe. Let's reach that leg back and then flex and pull it forward. Watch these because that leg likes to lower down towards the floor. So can you keep it in line with the hip the whole time? And then press back and then pull that leg forward. You got it, guys. Let's point and press back and reach and pull forward. Good. 2 more. Let's point and reach back. Oh, get that glute on the way back and then come forward. Last one, point and pull back. Flex and pull forward. Let's hold, lift that leg a little bit higher. Okay, we're going to lower towards the floor and we're going to press. We're going to lower and press. You have 5. Nice, guys. Let's go 4. That glute should be burning. Let's go 3. We have 2. And 1. Let's hold. Pull that leg back. Point the toes. Let's circle for 4. Let's get those guys in here for 3. For 2. And 1. Let's go the other way. We have 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Bring that leg forward. Lift it up a little bit higher. Flex that foot. Let's pulse for 5, for 4, for 3, and 2, and 1, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knee. Release that foot. Let it relax. Let's lift and lower. Final 4. Your glute should be burning. Let's go 3, and 2, and 1. Press that leg down. 4 little pulse clamshells. We go 4. This is it for 3. You have 2 and 1. Press that leg down. Nice work, guys. Okay, from here, push into your top hand. Lift yourself up. Let's swivel the legs around. So you're going to draw one leg parallel to the far side of your mat. The other leg parallel to the front side. So this exercise is called the Mermaid. We're just going to do a nice little stretch to finish. We did abs and glutes today. Okay. Place that top hand down, reach up and over. Okay? You can see my palm is facing down to the floor. It's a great place to put your arm bone, so let that palm turn out to do this kind of stuff or this. Just reach that palm down. And then use your obliques, windmill yourself up and over, grab for that opposite shin, give yourself that big stretch. I took Haley's live class yesterday. It was so great, and we did this one. It just felt so good. And then lift up. As most of you know, I don't do a lot of sitting for work, so it's been a bit of a weird 2 weeks for sure. And then lift up. Last one, grab that thigh bone, or that shin bone rather, and then reach. Good, come back through center. Unravel the legs, so we'll go one and then the other, okay? If this is an uncomfortable place to sit, 2 choices. 1, put a pillow under your bum, or just sit in a really loose cross leg, okay? If you can't, if your limbs, don't coordinate this way, that's fine. All right, and then from here, let's bring those fingertips down. Let's send that top arm up and over. Find that big reach. Good, and then draw yourself around. You're going to grab for that opposite shin bone. Send your arm up and over. And then come on back. We'll do that 2 more times. Find your reach. Stretch into your side waist. Come on back. Get that whole side line moving. Good. Coming over. And then lift up. Arms come down. And let's finish with some arms. Why not? Okay, from here, come to kneel. Okay, and once you're kneeling, you have a choice here as well. If it's uncomfortable for you to kneel, you can come all the way up. You'll just notice I get cut off here, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, and second of all, you can put a pillow underneath your bum. That's fine as well, okay? So once you're kneeling, arms are going to reach out wide by your sides, palms face forward, and let's just draw those little circles all the way around top, bottom, and side, okay? And as you draw these little circles, I look really crooked in the screen I'm looking at, but I just checked I'm not. I want you to think about your shoulders, moving right from that shoulder cap. Okay, and then let's go the other way, top, bottom, and side, all the way around. Can you find a little bit of abs here? So pull your navel back, think about drawing your tummy in, and as you circle those arms, let's start to warm up those shoulders. We're gonna pause here, let's rotate the palms back, let's press back, little press back, and back, and back, good, little press, and back, and press, and back, good, let's go for 3, for 2, and 1, rotate those palms face forward, sweep those arms forward, let's bend at the elbows. We're gonna make 2 little fists. If you've got weights, go ahead and grab them. If you've got soup cans, you can grab those too if you're feeling really crazy. And then let's just punch up, up, up. We're gonna go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, last 10, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, hold, open those arms up. We're gonna chest press in. Open those arms up and chest press in. I'm gonna show you from the side a sec as you're moving. Make sure we're not popping the ribs, rounding the back, popping the ribs. We're just moving those arm bones. Our abs are still engaged. We've got our ribs pulling in and down. We've got our tummies lifting in and up. And we're just moving through those shoulders. Let's go 3. Keep going. Let's go 2. And then 1, open those arms up. You're going to press overhead and then bend. You're going to press overhead and bend. Good. Let's go for 3. You have 2. Your last 1, you're going to press up overhead, pause, hinge forward a bit, set your hips, you're creasing right through here a little bit more, chin nods down slightly to your chest, and then let's press those arms overhead, and then bend. You keep going, I'll show you from the side. Okay, we're going to find that bend, and press. Good, it's called shave a neck, or salutes in on the reformer. You've got ropes normally, but we're just taking it to the mat. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Bend those elbows, stack that spine. Let's open those arms nice and wide, okay? Once those arms are wide, sweep them forward. Big wide V, you're gonna bicep curl in and press. Now's a great time to grab 2 6-packs of beer or a couple bottles of tequila, whatever you got cooking around your house, I don't know. And then bend and extend. Let's go for 3, okay? Let's go for 2. A couple frozen bags of peas, I don't know. Last 1, halfway bend, let's pulse for 10. You've got 9 and 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the arms out, open them up. We're going to lift them up overhead. We're going to turn the palms to face down and press all the air away. Roll those shoulders out once, twice, and 3 times. Go the other way once, and twice, and 3 times. Okay, guys, next time we'll do some bridge work and we'll do some prone work, so on our stomachs, lots of back extension and all that kind of good stuff. But I hope you enjoyed this, just a quick little body burn, and I hope you have a great day. See you next time, guys. Bye.